Frankie G here, Team Pocket Taco Rocco. Got a actually a DIY trick for you. So if you're like me, you went down the Coike Urchin rabbit hole, and you still have no way of storing them in your boat, or at least anything that works real well without ruining them. So I came up with, obviously you see online, everybody buys these Gamakatsu boxes and everything, with the ridges, and they line up the little wires and they fit in there. But try to find yourself a Gamakatsu box. It's like impossible. They're always sold out. So here's what I did. If you're like me, you got 8 billion of these freaking old Plano boxes laying around from old stuff that you used to keep. So what I did was I picked a deep tray Plano box. So here's the deep tray one with no dividers. Okay? Take the lid off because it's easier to work with. I have some straight wire from me crafting all sorts of crap. These are 8-inch wires. I cut them into thirds and then put a little bend in, so you end up with something like this. Okay? Next thing I do is on the Plano box. You can see my little dots. Okay? So it's about 2 3/8. The whole inside of the box is 13.5, so it's about 2 3/8. So you mark it out. You'll have 4 posts on each ridge. Now you'll see there's like a little ridge and then there's a little valley in here. So you'll have like 4 spots for each ridge. What I do is take a piece of wire, heat it up, and just pop it through where I've marked. Okay. Then when you get done with that, you take your little posts. Take your little post, go from underneath the box, slide them right through. Okay. And they'll fit in that ridge. Okay. So you end up with a post on the inside of the box. Now, don't worry if they're a little crooked. It's no big deal. Then what you do, you take your little trusty glue gun. I'm going to show you. Let's see. Let's heat that sucker up. Get that out of the way. And just glue those in, the little posts. Once you glue them all in, what I do is I take the glue gun and I run a bead all the way down the box just to seal it. And then after that, just to be certain, I took a little clear packing tape, okay? Cut it up, put one strip from one end to the other on the ridge, and voila, this is what you end up with. You end up with a Coike box. Look at that. You can fit 12 of them in there. And all you got to do is slide them on the post. If the posts don't line up quite right, you can bend them a little bit and you're all set. But yeah, so that's my quick how to store Coike. Hope you like it. Talk to you soon.